All right, this is the lecture on 1-point perspective and 2-point perspective. So you guys already drew cubes, but you can see, let's talk about what the lines are called. So here's the cube in 1-point perspective. Here is the horizon line. These are, in this diagram, it says lines of perspective, but these are actually called orthogonals, these lines. So the lines that go all the way to the point are orthogonals. The horizon line. So the horizon line is the line, I know one of the videos I showed you, it said that it is the line where the sky and the earth meet, but that's not technically correct. It's really the line that is our eye level. So our eye level is the horizon line. So if you go to the beach and you're looking out at the beach, that line, that horizon line at the beach, will change depending. If you sit down, it will go down with you. If you stand up, it will go up with you because it is your eye level. If you're looking out at the mountains, we don't see the horizon line because our eye level is blocked by the mountains, and where the earth meets the sky is not the horizon line, but rather it is the edge of the mountains. So the horizon line is where the earth and the sky meet only if it's completely flat. So pretty much just at the beach or a really, really, really flat part of the world, like maybe Kansas or something. Okay, so for example, if you were driving on a really flat road, you can see all of these red lines. These are the orthogonals, and they're going to the vanishing point, which is where your eye is looking. So the horizon line is your eye level. The vanishing point in 1 point, only in 1 point, is your actual eye spot, the spot you are looking. If you were looking at this hallway and you were trying to figure out where the horizon line is, and that horizon line is at the exact spot that your eye is looking. So depending on how tall you are, it looks like, so we can see here, see how these lines all converse right there to this point. That's the vanishing point, and then this becomes the horizon line because that is where our eye is looking. Or that's how tall the person that took this photo was, right here. They were that tall, and this is the exact spot that they were looking. And so everything is lining up with that. All these green lines are either vertical or horizontal lines. One of the most important things when you're drawing perspective, that you really make sure that your ruler is straight. If your ruler is a little bit crooked, you can throw the whole drawing off. So really make sure that your ruler is straight and lined up with the paper and is parallel with the paper, either vertically parallel or horizontally parallel. And I will demo that in the Zoom meeting. Okay, so let's just look at some images that use 1 point perspective. So this is Da Vinci's Last Supper, and he used perspective to bring the vanishing point around here, right above Jesus's head. So vanishing points, orthogonals, all of perspective can be used to direct your eye. At M.C. Escher, he used perspective to create illusions. So this, it looks like it's going on forever and ever and ever. Sometimes perspective doesn't need to be complicated. So this is a Matisse painting, and you can see that it's just the painting on the side of the house. And you can tell that the house right here and the sidewalk all align at the same vanishing point around here. Matisse probably didn't even draw perspective. He probably just knew perspective well enough that as he was painting, it was natural to do it correctly. Um, uh, Munch is the artist that painted the Scream, which has the figure with their hands on their face and they're screaming. But there is perspective just in this robe. So that little bit of perspective is creating some depth in the image. Let's see. More perspective. David Hockney is a California artist, and these trees are in perspective. Diebenkorn, he painted some realistic stuff and some abstract stuff, but in this image, it's very abstract. But this road over here, being in perspective, makes us realize that we're not actually looking at an abstract painting, but rather we're looking at a road and grass, and this, I think, is like a channel for water. Here is another artist using perspective to create this imaginary world he imagined of like buildings kind of exploding, but it gives a sense of depth. Okay, so that is 1 point perspective, and this is 2 point perspective. There's my doggy. Okay, so 2 point perspective, you have 2 vanishing points. So let's look here. So instead of drawing a cube, you draw a line down the middle, which you probably figured out watching the video, and then you had these lines going this way and these lines going this way, and they line up to a point over here, and in this case a point off the page. Again, you still are going to have a horizon line. That horizon line is your eye level. The vanishing points are not where your eye is looking, because you can't look at 2 places at once, but rather where all those orthogonals, these red and orange lines, meet up. They should be parallel. Both these points should be on the horizon line. So if you're doing this and one point is higher than the other, then it's wrong and you need to adjust to make sure they're both on the horizon line. So for example, here we go. So point, point, they're both on the horizon line, and the the left side goes that way and the right side goes this way. So another example of that. And then Escher really liked to play with perspective, and we can see how he's using perspective to play with our eye and create images that are a little bit off. Like these people are going up and down the same steps, and it plays with our eye. So he messed with 2 point perspective to create that. Same thing with here. The water is going up and down and then up and down, and you realize it's the same thing. And then here, the pillars aren't connected in the right way, and it creates purposeful confusion. This one, he's using perspective, but he made it into like a globe thing. It's really hard to explain. I could show you how he did it, but it's kind of fun. Okay, we're not going to do the class assignment.